Hey, welcome to the My Block 121 podcast. Today you have myself, Anthony, and Ray, and we're gonna be discussing a topic that's been irking me for a little while. And today I just reached my boiling point, and I want to talk to you guys about it on this podcast. And we talking about giving tips on takeout. I went to this local restaurant. Um, it's not Thursday and it's not Saturday. I'm gonna let you figure it out. But went to this restaurant and I actually let me start from the beginning. I tried to order online and through my ignorance, I got the zip code wrong when I tried to do it online and it didn't process. However, I was close to the restaurant, so I just drove to the spot and walked in, see if it went through because initially it went through on my uh on my card, but when I got there, they returned the money. Okay. Fast forward, I saw the cost of it and the tax. I didn't include no tip because I'm going in there to get my stuff and go out. I'm not receiving any service. And me personally, I don't believe eh, in paying 15 and 20%. The same 15 and 20% for the people that's going to be sitting there getting water, getting three, four sodas or drinks and garlic bread or whatever, whatever the thing is. I don't think that's fair. And it's never been that way. So why are we, the consumer, paying tips when you don't get service, which is just crazy to me. Anyway, so I saw the price and what it would cost plus the tax. And then when I got into the store, um, gentleman, a privileged gentleman, let me put it this way, real privileged gentleman, came to me and told me the price was about $7 over what it was online. Me noticing that, when you take 20% and or 15%, it would have been about approximately the same amount as the price that he gave to me. So he came to me, gave me the receipt, and it appeared that he included the tip in the receipt off a takeaway, off a takeout. So I'm like, what the hell is going on? I asked him for the receipt, so he gave me he returned and gave me the receipt. The receipt was not itemized. It just had the bill and the freaking signature. So me knowing what I just saw 10, 15 minutes ago, I said, hey, where's the itemized receipt? And he returned, oh yeah, let me get that itemized receipt for you. Then he overcharged me for one item. I peeped it. I saw what was going on. And I'm just like, yo, this is crazy. And one of his other colleagues in there was looking at him like, yo, dude, you may have slipped up. I think he caught you. But I didn't trip, I just took the receipt. I mean, looked at it and definitely didn't give him a tip because it would have been like double the tip. I mean, I can't be the only one feeling like it's crazy for me to give a tip for not getting any service because that's what it's for. That's the job's responsibility. What the hell are we paying for? Ray, just tell me how you feel about
Like those online orders, I usually just tip like a 10%, especially for me because I'm always doing like a family meal and I know it requires a little extra effort to be packing all of those little meals together in the bag with cutlery and condiments and stuff, but I'm not tipping the usual fare that it is if I was going to sit in the restaurant and receive service. Definitely not. But I just give a little something for for them putting the meal in the bag and that stuff together. But they're even saying that people are going to when they're self-checking out, they're asking for tips. Like the screen is asking for tips. I'm like, if I'm doing all the work myself, why do I gotta tip extra? Like, if anything, you should be giving me a tip, a discount, something. But it's like
Right.
what I'm reading is that these companies are putting the tips on the screen because they greedy. and they don't want to pay their employees, so they put those little tip questionnaires when you're self checking out, so just so it could supplement the employee's paycheck instead of them actually paying these people a decent wage. And it's making people feel like it's blackmail, emotional blackmail, like. But not with me. I'm not the one. I'm not gonna feel bad about it, especially if I'm grabbing my groceries and packing my groceries and checking out my groceries, and then you gonna ask me for a tip, and then you already asked me for me to pay for a bag. Like, no. A food establishment, yes, I'm gonna give you a little bit of something, but it's not like the same amount if I was gonna be sitting down in a restaurant. I think it's crazy, and I think it's greed.
Ain't no way I feel that is my responsibility to give a tip on takeout. I don't care what you got to do. That's a part of the job. You're not have all you have to do. You're going to do that regardless. That's what they pay you for. I'm not paying for takeout. I remember going to um a local sub shop. I asked the employees. I said, "Are you getting these tips?" They was like, yeah." And he looked at me like with the side eye. I was like, "Wait a minute. There is no way I'm doing this." I talked to him right there. I said, "Hey, bro, this is crazy that I'm tipping you and I'm not getting service, right? You know that, right?" He was like, "Yeah, this is kind of insane, but this is what they doing now because they don't want to pay us anymore." Crazy. People write in, comment. Let me know how you feel. Make me. I know I'm not the only one. I can't be the alien out here. This is crazy to me. I know everybody want to be generous. Shoot, buy a shirt. Buy a My Block shirt. It's online. Since y'all generous people, people who disagree with me on this, well, please come buy my shirt. Shoot. Right. This is just the craziest thing. Whole Foods. I don't understand. I'm not understanding. Tip crazy, insane. Oh, let me take that back. Half Foods, since I can't say the name.